Hail to the victors valiant, hail to the conquering heroes, hail, hail to Michigan, the champions of college football, 2023, 2024 national champions. How about that? Who would have thought that? Amazing. National champions. If you would have asked me in 2023, in 2020, if Michigan would end up rattling off 40 wins and 3 losses and go to the playoffs 3 times at the middle of the COVID season, I would have told you were nuts. They were down. They didn't look like it was like, I have to admit, it was probably the lowest I've ever been in terms of watching college football, because it just wasn't a fun team to watch. The season, it didn't feel like they wanted to be there. They ended up folding, throwing in the towel and, not playing. I think as of November, but here they are, national champions. I just never would have thought this. If you would have asked me in 2020, Michigan would be national champions, beating Washington, who's going to be joining the Big Ten in, September, I would have told you were crazy. But here we are. Stranger things have happened. Pete says hi. And Michigan is the college football national champions. I'm blown away. Hail to the victors, champions. Get the bag, Jim, if you want to go to the NFL. JJ, you're a god. You led us to a national championship, 10 for 18, 140 yards, no touchdowns, but you did enough to, get us to where we want to go, the promised land. I'm wearing my Rose Bowl 1997 hat right now. And that was a split national championship because some asshole coach, in the coaches poll voted us number 4, or 2 voted. One voted number 4, us 4, Michigan 4, or 2 coaches voted number 3. How the math worked out. I know that we ended up losing by 4 points in the poll. And they had 2 more number 1. 2 more number 1 votes that year. Anyway, it's just I just think about, so much about college football and Michigan football, just watching it and loving it my whole life, since it's always been it was my first love, as a sports property. Along with the Tigers, they were probably the first 2 that really captured my imagination. But Anthony Carter, Jamie Morris, just those were my guys watching Michigan football on Saturdays with my brother and my dad. So, this one's for, Bird and my dad, Tom, TK. I miss you guys, but, you're not forgotten today, as Michigan is the national champions of college football. How fucking awesome is that? Hail to the victors. 1, 2, you know what to do. Hail to the victors valiant, hail to the conquering heroes, hail, hail to Michigan, the champions of college football. All right, so anyway, go blue, always go blue. GB, go blue. I love you, go fish, they're cool too. And, somebody did ask me, if I had a choice, going to see Michigan in the Rose Bowl against Alabama last weekend, or seeing Fish at MSG with the Game Hen show that they played, where they played Trace Thesis, Michigan football. As much as Trey could have played they could have played the Game Henge thing anytime over the last 30 years. Rose Bowls, they just don't happen, very often. And when they do, they're special. And then to top it off with a national championship in Houston, Texas, of all places, amazing. amazing. So, who has it better than us? Nobody. Go Blue!